Hey, good morning. It's Audrey from Odds and Ends, and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. I had no intention of buying this deck. I love Dungeons and Dragons, the movie. I love the concept of the game. I don't have enough friends to play Dungeons and Dragons, not real in-person friends. And I tend to collect different types of friends. So I would never ever be able to find enough people to have ever played this with me. But this interests me. It was at Target, and I'm like, I just picked it up because, it says tarot deck on it. Of course I'm going to pick it up. And I saw the artwork on the back of it, and I'm like, you know what? And the list price is $24.99. They sell it for $19.99. It was also additional 25% off. All I remember is I paid under $15 for it. So I was good with it. So peer into the vast cosmos of the multiverse with this official Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck. 78 cards, featuring traditional major and minor arcana cards illustrated with some iconic characters from the Forgotten Realms, along with tips on using the deck to bring dynamism to your Dungeons and Dragon campaigns. So the box looks like that. It's got the pull string. It's gold. I'll show you the deck book in a minute. And let's check out the cards. So we have the Fool. And these cards are, well, there's the back. They're thinner, going to be easy to shuffle. They've got the linen finish on them. Have a slight sheen to them. The artwork's not crisp, but I kind of like that. So we have the Fool. Magician. High Priestess. Empress. Emperor. Hierophant. Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Cool card. Justice. The Hanged Man. Death. It's going to be one of the more interesting death cards. I like that. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. And I love this card. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dragons on it? Awesome. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Okay, now we have, they're not called, the suits aren't called the same, so we have strength. I'm just going to show them to you. I really do like the artwork on these cards. It's the page. Knight. The Queen of Strength. The King of Strength. Okay, now we have the Ace of Intelligence. The Eight of Intelligence, and this would have made a great Hangman card also. And I kind of like that they don't just have 9 of something on them for the 9 intelligence. Here's the page. And the Knight. The Queen. And the King. Okay. This deck's gonna fall over. Ace of Wisdom. Got the 4, a little Nomi guy. He's so, I just love him. You do realize this, I won't wish I had the game and I play everything. I'll tell you more about it in the tarot deck, because you can use these cards in the game. Page of Wisdom. Knight of Wisdom. Queen of Wisdom. King of Wisdom. Okay, now the last one is Ace of Charisma. Two of Charisma. 3. 4. 5. 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 'Here's the page, the knight, queen, and finally, last card, king of charisma. Okay. So the deck, the guidebook. Dungeons & Dragons is a fantasy role-playing game that takes place in the mind of its players. Tarot is an ancient form of divination that accesses the magical dimension of our world. Together they create an adventure of the imagination, a treasure hunt to help you unravel the mysteries of life and discover the secrets of yourself. Okay, major arcana denoted by the cards numbered 0 to 21 represent the archetypal life lessons that all human beings experience, such as love, loss, change, and consciousness. The major are challenges we revisit through our lives, but in different places. Our life experience is continually expanding with time, so our capacity for understanding gives us deeper insight into these lessons. The minors, 56 cards divided into 4 suits. These cards represent life's temporary highs and lows that pop up and fade away, unlike the enduring and evolving transformations of the major. In this tarot deck, we have mapped the traditional suits of the minor, the wands, swords, cups, and pentacles, to abilities within the game of Dungeons & Dragons. So instead of wands, swords, cups, and pentacles, we have strength, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. And I think so strength would be wands, intelligence would be swords, wisdom would be cups, and pentacles would be charisma. Many tarot readers give upside down reversed cards on opposite meanings of the upright situation. But in this booklet, there is no reversed meaning. But as the reader of tarot, feel free to follow your intuition. If you feel the seeker needs a bit of a wake-up call, then reversed oh my goodness, I cannot talk today. Can often do the trick. So we have the 3-card, 5-card, things like that. But for an adventure and a spread, with the Dungeons & Dragons encounter prompts, you can create fun adventure with hooks and add some spice to the game already in progress. With multiple cards, you can get creative and mash up the D&D encounters to invent a unique scenario for your players. Here's a 3-card spread and their Dungeons & Dragons encounters. Queen of Strength. This party is asked to escort a political figure across the hostile terrain. Or you get the Tower. The earth around you mysteriously begins to shake in a violent earthquake. 10 of Wisdom. The party comes across a magical portal with a ring of standing stones. So you create the story. The Diplomatic Escort. The party is asked to escort an elf diplomat from the Sealy Court into the Forest of Dread. In this forest, a magic portal that will take her back to the Feywild. It is known that an evil archfey wants the diplomat captured. Deep within the forest, they finally find the Circle of Stones, but an ambush is triggered. The earth erupts around them in a violent earthquake as Fey Wizard conjures several earth elements to stop the elf diplomat from entering. And the Nether Portal. Caught in the middle of a devastating earthquake, the party finds themselves on a city of fire and in the ruins. As they move for safety, they are approached by a priest. She is mortally wounded, but with her dying act, she hands one of the party members a sealed scroll and begs them to keep it safe. If the party opens the scroll, they find an ancient map that highlights a mountain peak. If the party climbs that mountain, they find its summit a ring of standing stones that encircle a glowing portal. And stranded. While adventuring, the party comes across a circle of landing stones with a magic portal in the middle. If they choose to go through the portal, they emerge in a strange world. As they explore, a violent earthquake demolishes the portal. So, anyway, each one of these cards, the book, okay, the Fool, we've got your tarot interpretation, and then we have what you can use the card for in the game. So the Fool, following your heart with innocence and wonder. You encounter a gnome who says, if you follow him, he'll lead you to a wondrous treasure. Magician, tapping into your genius to find new ways of looking at the world. You meet a sage that gives you a key that opens a magical lock. The High Priestess, accepting your intuition and tuning into the source of feminine power. You encounter a holy woman who offers you each a gift. The Empress, realizing your capacity to express beauty and to nurture others from a place of power. You encounter the Queen of a nation with an important mission for you. The Emperor, finding the source of your inner authority. You encounter a king of a far-off land who seeks your aid. The Hierophant, using spiritual understanding and wisdom to perceive the world. You find a holy book written by a wise sage that contains a cryptic secret hidden within. The Lovers, finding harmony in relating with yourself and others while honoring your value. A mysterious person presenting you with a tempting offer. The Chariot, following through on your intentions and manifesting your desires. You find a trapped Ifrit who offers his services for a year if you can find a way to free him. Strength, your ability to move through fear to find the unshakable power within yourself. A burly warrior bars the way and challenges anyone to hand-to-hand combat. The Hermit, being a light unto yourself and finding your own way through the darkness. You meet a monk who is looking for worldly adventures to defeat a magical monster. Temperance, our capacity to deal with something in a measured and patient way. You find advantage on your next 1d6 wisdom saving throws. The Devil, how we deal with our shadow self. This card calls us to cut through the lies and see how honest we can be with ourselves. You encounter a devil who offers you a rare magic item in exchange for favor. The Tower, the collapse of beliefs or material structures that we hold dear. It is in the non-resistance where we can find peace and wisdom. The earth around you mysteriously begins to shake in a violent earthquake. The Star, finding something to focus that can guide us through life. Our internal guidance system, our North Star. You find a mechanical toy puppet that always walks to the nearest tavern. The Moon, facing and allowing deep-seated fears to dissolve in the light of your awareness. Remove words from the mind and breath. You encounter a sorcerer who wants to look into her crystal ball. The Sun, returning to the innocence and vitality of childhood. It's another roll of dice thing. Judgment, your capacity to discern what is truly important and use it to weed the garden of our life. And the prompt for the game is: a hill giant is sleeping off a night of drinking. Inside a chain mail pouch on its belt, you can hear someone whispering for help. The World, endings, coming to a place of completion and power internally and externally. You see someone weeping on the side of the road. They're being forced to marry someone they don't want to. So then we have each card with the strength. I'm not going to read all of these, but it is so cool. And I so want to play Dungeons and Dragons with these cards. This is just so freaking awesome. But yeah, like the 10 of charisma, the security that comes with having a network of people who support you in your dreams, long-term success. I really like the short and to the point meaning of each one of these cards. The page of intelligence, discovering new ways of communicating your ideas and putting them into action. Or the 6 of intelligence, freeing your way from burdens and old ways of thinking. 5 of strength, being focused on totally being in the moment to work together effectively, letting go of competition. So anyway, yeah, absolutely love this deck. So, crazy, but very cool. And I know they're all sold as games, but they're tools. And this one I particularly like. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I know this was a long one, but it's too cool not to show card for card, do a flip through instead of just a brief unboxing. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Thanks for watching. It's Audrey from Odds and Ends. Subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And comment what you think. Thanks. Bye.